the Winchester Super X4 is the best yet. It's even faster, lighter, smoother swinging, and more ergonomic than ever.
And best of all, it's a Winchester. It'll do you good when you need it to do bad.
Super X4, built for speed.
This week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born.
The deer are chasing and rocking and rolling.
He's got to be right up on top.
Wow, what a mega buck. I'm gonna have to calm down.
This week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born, we follow along with two guys that have been near and dear to us here at Drury Outdoors for a long time. We head to Missouri and join one of my DoD faves, John Williams, as he sets out for a little payback with Potato Head.
He's a big, mature, nice one.
Not to be outdone, we then meet up with Kentucky native Louie Payne as he finally draws that coveted Iowa archery tag and throws everything but the kitchen sink from his muddy bail blind in hopes to connect with this season's Natural Born hit lister number 2. Warm temps aren't going to stop Louie on his long comeback quest to tag a giant.
That's good enough for government work. We're off to the races. We're on our way down to Turkey Point. Missouri gun season, 2016 gun season's 3 days away, and the deer are chasing and rocking and rolling, so we're gonna actually put the decoy up tonight. And anyway, we're on our way in, so we'll see what happens. We just got in there and got set up, so we had a deer down the radish patch, but I'm gonna try to get a buck to come to this decoy, and I'm gonna be sitting in that corner of that shooting house right there. First week in November, we had a decoy set up on my center field shooting house, and it's on the ground. It's really pretty hard to bow hunt out of. We just had that little 2-year-old dog and doe into the field. What is it, 2:35 in the afternoon, so we just need a little bigger deer. We just had a couple little button bucks that their moms have kicked them out. Just like those little bucks did, is the way a mature buck will handle a decoy. We just need a little bit bigger deer. We had a deer on the farm by the name of Kickers. Kickers was a nice deer. Got a friend of mine with me. He's filming, and he goes, "Shooter coming in." And I look, and it's Kickers. That was one of our big shooters on the farm by the name of Kickers. He put his head down, I drew on him, but he must have caught me drawing. But we were so close to this deer, you could see the slobbers coming off of his mouth. About the same time that he figured out that he was going to get out of there is when I was trying to draw on him, and I just didn't put it together. Gun season starts Saturday. Oh well, you win a few and lose a few more.
Even after a tough miss, John knows he's going to have another chance. His property is littered with mature bucks. He just has to have the patience. Now, let's roll back to fall of 2015. John's grandson, Zach Plale, found himself in a similar situation with a buck they called Mr. Potato Head. After that close call with Zach, Mr. Potato Head is still on his feet and still on that hit list.
Second afternoon of 2016 rifle season. I've got the Winchester 308 in the back, hoping I see a shooter. I'm really after one deer. The deer I had the encounter with last Wednesday, but if he shows, fine, but if not, we've got several shooters on the farm. Southfield. This is where I had the encounter with the big deer kickers last Wednesday evening. We checked the Reconics camera right next to where we were sitting this morning, and that big kicker's deer had been there like 2 hours before we got in the blind. We're gonna sit in there till dark, so we may have to take turns taking a nap. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it works out. So we were in the North Shooting House in the South Field area. We'd been watching deer out of the front of the shooting house, and there'd been, you know, a couple younger bucks out there. And
Oh, there's 2 of them. He's chasing a doe. He's what? The doe's right in front of him. He's tailing a doe.
I wasn't really expecting anything behind us, and you know, as it happened, we looked in the back of the shooting house, and here's a shooter standing right behind us with another buck and a doe.
First one. Smoked him. Did you get it? I don't know who the deer is, but he's a big, mature, nice one.
You know, we had to get a couple windows open. We were able to do that without making any noise, and I probably didn't have 5 seconds.
Could you tell I hit him?
Yeah, blood everywhere.
He's got to be right up on top. Let's go do a recovery and see what we got, big boy.
All right, bud. Good job, bud.
He's laying right over there. Mainframe 8-pointer.
Beautiful deer.
Beautiful deer. It's November 13th. You know, I knew the deer was a mature deer, an older deer. You could just tell by looking at it, but you know, at the time I didn't know it was potato head, and I didn't really figure that out until I sent Zach a picture of it, and Zach texted me back and goes, "Grandpa, that's a potato head." And I went, "Okay, we're having fun now." We've got a lot of history with this guy on the farm. This is Mr. Potato Head. Zach shot under this buck in the archery season last year. This deer's been around a long time. I'm gonna say he's 5.5, 6.5 year old. Nice mature deer. He sort of snuck in behind us tonight, sort of caught us off guard. It all happened really fast. We looked in the back, and here this guy was, and I hit him with the Model 70 308 in the XP deer season Winchester loads, and he went maybe 20 yards, if that, and it was a blood trail that anyone could have followed. Mr. Potato Head's story's finished, and I've got to take him to the check station, and we'll go from there.
This segment is brought to you by Outdoor Edge, makers of the Razor Light Replacement Blade Knife.
PSE Archery has always dominated the speed category. Now, the most revolutionary cam system ever to hit the market has perfected the shooting experience. Introducing PSE's Evolve Cam System, featuring extremely high let-off capabilities and the smoothest draw cycle in history. No other cam system has ever delivered this level of total comfort and total control. Experience PSE. Experience performance.
Not all game cameras are created equal. Reconics offers a full line of cameras to match any need. Hyperfire, incredibly fast trigger speed, exceptional image quality, and rock-solid reliability. Ultrafire, an unmatched 1080p high-definition video with stereo audio. Microfire, easy to mount, easy to hide, and Wi-Fi enabled. Download photos and videos from up to 100 feet away. A family of game cameras that are built to perform in any situation. Reconics, see what you've been missing.
Sometimes it takes half a horse to grind half a deer. For $350, pack more meat for less gravy. Cabela's Carnivore Grinder. Great price, lifetime guarantee. Only at Cabela's.
To be able to get out in the woods and disconnect from everything, those times are priceless.
There's got to be something that drives you. For us, it is that drive to be out there hunting.
It's that one moment in time when you know you're going to get a chance, and that's where it comes from. And we feel as though that's the passion inside.
I'm proud to be on her. I always have, and being a family of hunters is by far the greatest thing on earth.
Scent Crusher eliminates a wide range of odors, from your simplest to even your more nasty odors. We've all heard people say it ain't rocket science, but with Scent Crusher, it kinda is. Scent Crusher even eliminates odor without washing, so no necesita agua, mi amigo.
Scent Crusher products use ozone technology developed from NASA-based research.
In fact, Scent Crusher eliminates scent so well, they'll never smell you coming. Steve here can testify to that.
Scent Crusher. Scent off, game on.
Winchester and Drury's Natural Barn is brought to you by Scent Crusher, Cabela's, PSE Archery, Reconyx Game Cameras, Nomad Hunting Apparel, Mossy Oak Camo, Analogics Outdoors, Quick Attach Attachments, Ram Trucks, and Winchester Ammunition. Log in to get pics, stories, and more on our official Instagram page. Well, it took John Williams all the way to gun season to get it done in Missouri, but Mr. Potato Head, well, he finally met his match.
Mainframe 8-pointer.
Now, we're headed up to Iowa with longtime Drury team member Louie Payne. Back in 2014, Louie had a tree stand accident that sidelined him from the woods. After an extensive rehab process, he's more than ready to get back out and continue his passion for hunting whitetails, especially now that he has that coveted Iowa tag burning a hole in his pocket. With 10 days set aside to hunt in November, Louie is heading to Iowa in September to do a little prep work.
Well, here it is, September the 11th. We're in southeastern Iowa. We've been scouting all day today, and we've come up with a couple of spots that we're going to set some muddy hay-bale blinds up. So right now we're going to get some Reconyx cameras and take one of the blinds and head back to our spot, and we're going to put one of those out. And then in the morning we got to head back to Kentucky, and we'll be back first week of November, and hopefully something big will hit the ground. Good way to transport hay bales. Well, we got our muddy hay bale blind back here. We're going to set up on this side of the food plot, is because right there is the corner set of stands that's been up there for years. But we're going to choose to set up off of this side just a little bit. We're going to give up seeing a lot, but since I had my accident, I can't do any climbing. So we're going to set this blind up on this side, because if you set it down there, that evening west sun will just eat you up, and it's going to light it up like a light bulb. So we're going to set it right here on this little point, keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully something big is going down. You know, I guess it's been since 2013 since I killed a deer. You know, we killed big hoss out of a blind. I have to kind of take a couple steps back and give the blind thing a chance, because I used to think hunting on the ground was almost the worst thing you could possibly do for a deer, because I've always been a tree stand hunter. But you know, we just got to change our mindset this time, and we're just going to hunt Kentucky hard until November, and then it's off north to the great state of Iowa, land of the giants.
Let's fast forward to November. Louie is back in Iowa, and he is ready to get after it.
Well, here it is, November the 7th, day one for our Iowa trip. It's been several years since we've been up here. The last time I was here was 2012, so we're ready to get with it. We got a south wind this morning, so stay with us. Who knows what can stroll through here. Here it is, November the 7th, day one in Iowa, and seeing a few does and some small bucks. And we got Decoy George out here. We're sitting on a biologic deer radish plot, and the deer have just been mowing them down. And we've got a pretty strong south wind blowing this way, and there's a little small front coming through tonight, so the deer should be on their feet. Let's sit back and see what happens. Well, there's our first deer encounter this evening. Wasn't no shooter, but he come out of the CRP grass, come across there. I guess he didn't want no part of Decoy George. Might have done heard about him. Decoy George from Kentucky is bad. the biologic deer radish plot to the decoy George. I thought the bite was going to be on, but what a cool encounter that was. You know, here in Iowa, we put aside 10 straight days to hunt, but we got up there and seen like 5 deer the first morning, and that was it. As time progressed on, we were hunting in a biologic food plot one morning, and a real nice 10-pointer, probably a 150-inch 10 come out. I don't know, everything happened so quick, I ended up not shooting. Well, that's a good buck. I was gonna try to shoot that deer, but it just got out of here too quick on us. But that was really the only opportunity that we had for a shot. The weather progressively got hot. By the time we was at like day 9, it was 80 degrees. I mean, it was crazy. Here we were going into the last hunt on the 10th day. When we're done that evening, we're going home the next morning. So we thought we'd pull all the tricks out of the bag. So we dragged Decoy George out, put him in this little swamp grass draw. There was trails cut in there everywhere, and we were getting pictures of 2 good shooters. A big 8 that had kickers off his G2, and then just a monstrous 10-pointer, probably go close to Booner. So we go down there that evening. I actually go out and turn the Reconnex camera after I put the decoy out. I'm back in the blind looking at the card on my phone, and man, here's this giant 6x4 that we had never even seen before that actually just came in there that morning. That makes 3 shooters. But this is our last evening, so we got to make it count. It was getting close to being about time you think you're going to see something, and Lonnie goes, "Hey, there's a deer coming up this draw." I throw the binoculars up and look. It's that giant 6x4.
That's a huge one. That's a big one.
Our hearts sank, probably maybe 10 minutes may have went by. Then a doe runs back over that hill. And I told Lonnie, I said, man, he's got to be with that doe. There he comes. if I hit him low or what. I think I hit him. But oh my God, never had anything like this happen, man. Southeastern Iowa, that big buck come in and he come down this draw and went out around. It's like he boogered on a decoy. Then a doe come running back across. And then here he come back and he went all the way up behind the circle to in these woods. Whew, I'm gonna have to calm down. Whew. Bam, bam, bam. Well, we come back to the hotel here and we got the camera hooked up so we can look at the shot a little closer. I think it's a little bit far back, but I think it might have hit the liver. But the way he spins around, I think it may have come out good on the other side, but we're not sure. So we're gonna leave him all night just to be on the safe side. Well, looks like Decoy George didn't get mauled last night. We left him up, but he's still standing. As you can see, last night it's blood covered. You know, I'm shooting the big Rage Extreme 2.3s. Ever since I've had the accident, you know, I had to back my bow way down to where I'd be comfortable pulling it sitting in a chair. I'm only shooting about 52 pounds. And as you can see, the arrow went through him. So it's got a lot of penetration power. Yeah, here's some blood here. Oh my God, look laying there. There he is, man, there he is. Wow, look what a buck. Been waiting 3 years to get this little honey. Right here's the end for November. Here it is, November 17th, southeastern Iowa, 70 degrees, and we still get it done on the ground. What an intense hunt it was last night. This deer come in about an hour and a half before dark. Tried to get him to come to a decoy, and he just wasn't playing that game. I threw everything I had at him, snort, wheezed, rattled, grunted. He just wasn't having it. Finally, after about 20 minutes, here come a doe running back, and he was right behind her. And then he come back down there in the bottom where we was at, and he couldn't stand that decoy there. He was wanting to come into it so bad, but I think he was seeing the muddy hay-bale blind in behind the decoy. He was just nervous about that. But he finally stepped out, gave me a 40-yard shot, and I took it, and he wheeled around to get out of there on me, and I hit him a little bit back, but it ended up being a liver shot and come out on the opposite side and got a lung. So the good Lord has blessed us with this monster of a buck here in Iowa. And this is the first deer I've killed since I had a tree stand accident in 2014. And it's kind of left me messed up a little bit. I got a lot of nerve damage, and I can't feel my left side from the waist down. So I can't climb anymore, so we got to get it done on the ground. And man, what a big way to get it done. I just feel so blessed and humbled to sit behind this Iowa giant.
Be sure to tune in to Winchester and Drury's Natural Born next week as we join John Williams again, but this time he has some girl power in Missouri.
I think you got him, Ash.
I think so too. And then we ended out with Natural Born hit lister number 8 and good old Tom Ware in Illinois.
Oh, that's Uncle Buck.
It's action-packed, so strap in tight.
There's something unique about hunting the mountains. It draws you in and consumes you with every step you take toward the top. It toys with your mind, tests your endurance, pushes you to the very end of your limits. When we designed Mossy Oak Mountain Country, we didn't follow the digital fashion trend. We took the very elements from the mountain to create the best Western camouflage ever made. When you're up there, you're in their world. You better look like it.
For the 365 hunter, there is no off-season. Attract, hold, pattern, and grow trophy bucks to their genetic potential while boosting their immune system. Analogics outdoor products are scientifically formulated for health and have extreme attraction and palatability.
This is not your normal deer feed. 2 main reasons I use Analogics: attractability and palatability for pigs, and that higher consumption rate leads to a healthier deer herd. It is like no feed on the market.
Quality, value, reliability. Introducing the Quick Attach Till and Grow Food Plot Planter. specially designed for hunters, land management and property owners, and habitat enthusiasts. Brush mowers, tillers, and seeders will make your food plot dreams a reality. Over 130 attachments for skid steers, tractors, ATVs, UTVs, and minis. The world's #1 selling factory direct attachments. Call us now for your free catalog at 866-4ATTACH or visit us online at quickattach.com.
Long live the fearless. And long live the trucks that push you further. Ram. Proven to last.